What's going on, my peoples? And I go by name the Sorcerer, and I'm here to talk to you about. It's all started from a client message, and a client message said to me, "Oh, what is the quickest way to get some money? I'm going through a tough time." And here's the thing, guys. I'm not here to just give you a quick fix, and part of me helping you isn't just about getting what is needed now. What and how I'm going to help you is to provide a system. And I want you to think about it from yourselves right now. Put yourself in that shoes. The first thing I want you to do is, can I take accountability for things that I can make changes now? Your financial relations, your ingoings and outgoings, the way you view money. Because in order for you to change the system in terms of your life, and when I say system, to help you provide long term changes, to provide you more abundance, then you'll never operate in the lack. Now, the challenge for people is being honest with themselves. Are there things that you are still holding on to that you really and truly don't need to do? So, or need to purchase, for example. Do you have a membership that ultimately you hardly use? And these are contracts, these are things that you have on TV, or these are things that you have, for example, each month that you are have direct debits to. Are you paying for things that you really and truly can find ways to have a alternative? And that could be with meals. Are you going out? So it's all about habits and routines. Now, if you are using the superpower that is accountability, ultimately you can make these changes now, because it isn't just about manifesting this money to come right now. Because from a long term perspective, for you to actually have a better way with your relationship with money, it has to start from how you view money now. And that's a situation that many people go through in terms of their difficulties, because it's like this. I recently helped a family member out in regarding to money. And what I said was, I'm not here to give you a loan. No, that's not what I'm going to do. But I'm here to let you know that this is the first and last time I'm going to help you. Because what you've got to do going forwards is to really tap into what issues and how you got to this issue and how you got to these problems. Because by solving one thing at one time, you're basically just putting a plaster on a crack. Now, to really change that energy, you have to be honest in how you operate. If you can really find the solutions of actions that you've done in the past, such as overpaying, overspending, then ultimately your toxic patterns will be removed. And I'm gonna be real. You do these things, and I guarantee you the money that you'll be saving, or the money that you'd realize that you've been overspending, is actually enough for you to even stay afloat or even more. Now, if it's a question from a point of view that you're still operating from lack, as in you're not making enough to make the effort to, for example, perhaps you're only doing 20 hours. Why don't you include more hours? If you are thinking about doing a business, you can do both. You can work in multi-dimensional ways. Find and learn new systems, or learn such as qualifications. Find something to learn about, which would be an investment in your future. Now, the goal is right now to answer how I answer that question to my clients is, if you solely just focus on the miracle, then really and truly everything else is just built on sand rather than rock. If you figure out what issues you have from a foundational point of view, you won't just have money for this month, but you have money every month. And that's the difference. And that's how many people attain more money. Money is an energy, but money, as it is, as an energy, is needs to be done in a process that is very much how you respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, all it is that there's various ways that the body will show that there is an element of toxicity. If you don't respect money, there's going to be areas in where you're going to show for how it's the energy is actually quite toxic. Either way, it will show you. So I just want you to really think about what I said anyway. So my advice for everyone, because isn't just about manifestation. I talk about manifestation. I can talk to you about everything and everything. You can go back on my videos again and again and again how you affirm. I can tell you all of these things. Heck, I could speak to you on a step by step basis of how to doing it and how you should be doing it. But I feel very much so, especially with how the client asked me this particular question, this is the best way to answer it. Because if anybody and everybody can fix the practical elements of their life, you would see half of their problems gone. You know, it doesn't take a spiritual person to let you know it from it doesn't need a spiritual perspective as well. That's what I'm trying to say. What it does need at this moment is I can provide you the spiritual perspective only if you have everything in place. If you don't have everything in place, guess what? You're fucked. You are fucked. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Like, sometimes we have to look from the practicalities of life because we're still in the rules of the 3D. And in the rules of the 3D, you go get your shit in order. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. All right. I'm gonna send you nothing but love and light, Sorcerer.